Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing okay. There's a lot of fireworks outside, so sorry about that. I don't think you guys are gonna hear them, but it is crazy, and you can see Loki is a little bit more anxiety prone right now than normal. He doesn't mind them all too much, but he just doesn't like leave my side all too much unless there's something really going on here. So hope you guys are all having a good night. Hey, Crypto Ricky, happy to see you here. This is not supposed to be some big stream because I'm assuming a lot of people are out with their families and hanging out. But I did notice that Bitcoin was, having a really bad day. So I figured I just got back from drinking with a few friends, smoking some cigars. Why not just talk about what's going on here? Because of course it's some big news here, you might say, just because everything going on with Bitcoin, the price action, Bitcoin down about like 4 or 5% right now. It's definitely not too pretty. So hey, Crypto Ricky, hey Striker, GOP Ovidu, can't pronounce the name, I'm sorry about that. JH, my man, Radio Anthony. I got anxiety. Yeah, Loki has anxiety because of fireworks. You guys can vibe there. Hey, Gruff Bay, Drifter, my man, and Zad. Hope you guys are all having a good day here. So let me break down what's going on. One of the reasons I decided to stream is I didn't actually see many people streaming right now, despite Bitcoin kind of doing all of its crazy stuff. So before we start streaming here, I am going to light up a cigar because it's been a fun night for me. I need to debuzz a little bit, and I'm going to debuzz with this. The Lost City Fuente cigar here. This is the Fuente Opus X. Let me show you guys what it looks like right here. I don't know if I can show you. It's this right here. There we go. It's FFOX, the Lost City Toro, I believe is what this one is called. Nice big size. It'll be really nice to smoke. And then we're going to be talking and breaking down the news, because basically the news is the most important thing, then the technical analysis, and then we can kind of vibe and chill here. But it's it's definitely a shitty day. I know when I last talked to you guys, I was like, Bitcoin's bearish. I'll let you guys know when we're bullish. But, at least at that point, we were holding a massive level of support. Yeah, we're not holding no level of support right now. So we'll have to try to navigate this together here, because we're close to the $55,000 mark. Yeah, we're at 54,566. So we might have some more room to come down here. So let me get this thing lit very fast. There we go. Light this bad boy up. This is a very nice cigar here. I don't know if you guys have ever had the Lost City cigar. It's a very good one of the nicer Fuentes. I can't remember how much I bought this for, but I think it was a little bit more than normal. Let me see if I can find that out for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are always interested in the types of cigars I smoke. This is from 2022 collection though. Oh, that luscious smoke coming out of here. So this one, if I can find it properly, there we go. So this one, a box of 10. Oh no, I got the Toro, I believe. So a box of 10 is going to run you about $425, which means this is probably going to cost about $42 per stick. It gets more expensive per one stick like I buy, but that's typically it. It's a really good stick. Good smoke. You can see right here, a very heavy profile, so, good. It just happens to be very hard to find, though. That's the thing about a lot of the cigars, like they're just more difficult to find. But anyway, Fuente Opus X Lost City, they're very, very good. Yeah, rare tobaccos grown in the Chateau de Fuente during the off-season of crop production. Tobaccos have been aging for 5 years prior to production. So it's a good one here. But anyway, this is what's kind of dragging everything down here. Hey, D's, happy to see my man. What's right here? And hey, Crypto Ricky. Oh, I said hey, but I think you said it first, then you came back. So hey again, Crypto Ricky. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so this is basically what's going on here. I'm smoking a cigar. We're chilling here, guys. There's not much of a schedule because I'm still a little bit tipsy, to be honest. Bitcoin dips below $54,000 as Mt. Gox moves $2.6 billion in Bitcoin. The fear is really setting in right now. I know we have news coming out this Thursday with CPI data. That's a week away. There's a long time before that and what's happening right now. So Bitcoin may continue to go down, maybe even to the low 50s here over the next couple of days. Now Friday, and we may stabilize a little bit tomorrow. Once we hit the weekend, things can get wild a little bit more here, right? So, a few things I want you guys to understand. Let's just kind of go through this story. All right. Early Friday, defunct exchange Mt. Gox moved 47,228 Bitcoin to a new address from cold storage. I think they meant to say Bitcoin here, so I'm going to say Bitcoin in their place. I know they probably put this up so fast they might have made a mistake here. Bitcoin sell-off continued during Friday's Asian trading hours as defunct exchange Mt. Gox moved sizable Bitcoin to a new wallet, potentially preparing for creditor repayments. Yes, they are. They said they're going to do it at the beginning of July. The leading cryptocurrency by market value fell over 4% to 53,600, reaching the lowest level since February 26th of this year. That's a long time, according to a charting platform TradingView and CoinDesk. Now, at 0.0027 United time, I don't know what that means. The UTC. Mt. Gox transferred 47,228 Bitcoin, $2.6 billion worth of Bitcoin, from cold storage to a new wallet, according to the blockchain analytics firm Arkham Intelligence. The exchange is slated to start distributing assets stolen from clients in a 2014 hack. So your 2014 Bitcoin is still going to be so high compared to where it is. Everybody's anticipating them selling it. And you see Arkham right here with their tweet. Breaking: Mt. Gox moves 47,228 Bitcoin from cold storage to new wallet. So we're getting ready for that to go out. They're probably going to start selling it off, especially since Bitcoin is getting more bearish here. And now the impending repayments, which include 140,000 Bitcoin and 143,000 Bitcoin cash and the Japanese yen, were announced last month. Since then, traders have been worried that creditors who have patiently waited for reimbursements for a decade will immediately sell upon receiving tokens, creating a mass selling pressure in the market. Note that Bitcoin was trading at roughly $600 when the exchange was hacked in 2014, and today its worth is over $55,000. I mean, you're probably going to sell at that point, right? Several analysts have recently tried to calm nerves by saying the potential selling pressure from reimbursement would be limited, but to no avail. Bitcoin has declined 10% in 7 days and 22% in the last 4 weeks. All right, so that's basically what's going on right now. We're losing support. We're breaking down on multiple levels, and you can kind of see it here on the weekly chart. I know we talked about this initially getting a little bit more worse when we were breaking down below the 20, but now we have a new change of character kicking off. And on top of that, what do we have? Everything being bearish. So for me right now, this is something I'm definitely not touching as far as going long. But I think we talked yesterday. This is still a short seller's market right now. Lots of day trading can be going on. As I would say, guys, the way I prefer to trade, I think the 1 hour chart is still the best place to be here. And the selling signals that it gave you over here was one right there, a break of structure right there, one right there. These break of structures are just good entry points for you to hold in here and get a little bit more money if you're okay with just being patient. Let me move around a little bit more here. My leg hurts from being outside so much. So I'm really just watching that right now. The 4 hour chart, of course, still bearish. The last change of character we had for selling signal, if you will, was right here. We're still bearish. At this point in time, we have broken down, so I don't need to really have this bar here anymore. Right now, all you're looking for is really, can we hold some of these next Fibonacci levels, which happens to be around $50,333. Let's just call it $50,000 and kind of just settle on that. We know it's around that area. But that's kind of what's going on right now, everybody. The technicals are really bad on the weekly chart. Daily chart, very, very bad here as well. 4 hour chart, pretty darn bad. 2 hour chart, bad. 1 hour chart, bad, but getting better. You can actually see that stabilizing just a little bit here. Not good enough for me, but it's getting there. 30-minute chart, okay, not good, mostly bad. 15-minute chart, about to be good here for a little bit more consolidation, and we'll wait and see. If you guys were doing short-term trades, you guys could try to go long here, but like I've said, the short sellers have been making the most money as far as I see right now. Because let's take a little bit of a look back here, guys, or zoom out, excuse me. So you got Bitcoin right now falling, right? It's coming down quite a bit. We've talked about this in the past. It's coming down. However, if you go over here and you look at some of these other tokens now, Ethereum breaking down as well, hitting this large level of support here. Will it hold? It remains to be seen, but we haven't broken down yet, which is kind of good to see. Solana at a large level of support. Will it break down? Remains to be seen. Hopefully Bitcoin can try to find some level of support here, but you can see some of these larger tokens like Solana, Ethereum, they are desperately trying to stop themselves from crumbling down at this point. Dogecoin completely gave up. I know we talked about this because it was at this big level of support, but I was calling 10 cents. It actually came down well below 10 cents to about 9.091, so a lot less than I thought. WIF is pretty much about to capitulate here if we don't get an answer. Bonk also not doing so hot. Miro coming down quite a bit. Baby Doge. Everything as far as meme coins and stuff, they've all been taking some pretty big hits. Even some of the stuff like Sheep that had already come up, it's breaking down below the 50-week moving average. Pepe, which has been strong, again, coming back down below the 20-week moving average. Floki, down as well. Milady token, down as well. We pointed to it, but it had a little bit more of a pop before then. ADA, poor ADA. I don't know why people lost interest in this so much, but ADA has been definitely abysmal as of late. AMP coming down quite a bit. Let me see what else is here. Ape token, Arbitrum. Oh, Arbitrum. Look at that. These are weekly charts, by the way. I just want you guys to see the scheme of things. Arbitrum looks like it's not in the best of shape. AXS is coming down quite a bit. BNB is down. I mean, look at BNB. I mean, look at that. That's bad. XRP coming down quite a bit. We've talked about the multiple opportunities for breakouts. Didn't happen. Bitcoin Cash, of course, this is part of the Mt. Gox saga here. That one's down about 8% today. Chili's is down. AVAX is down. AVAX is a big, who likes AVAX? Is that George? I'm George, you're George, we're all George, something like that. I think he likes AVAX quite a bit. And you can see that breaking down here too. There were a few other tokens that some of you guys like to talk about. Let me see how they are. I don't think I have it on my list just yet. Let me go over here to Caspa. There you go. Caspa is also coming down despite that, good last week. So again, nothing is safe. If Bitcoin continues to go down, everything kind of has to come back and follow it along. Ocean, I told you guys I sold all my AI tokens. I'm just waiting for that new token to come up so I can buy it. I'm saving some money right now, basically, by doing that. Ajax, Ocean, MOG is finally starting to come back down here as well. It actually had a little bit of a pop yesterday. I was hoping it might do a turnaround. Turbo's a big short right now. Popcat also coming down. Jasmy. I mean, look at poor Jasmy. This thing came down hard. XLM is coming down. RLC is coming down. GRT, RNDR, World Token, FA, Fetch. It's all coming and crumbling down right now. So if you guys have any open positions that are not necessarily dollar cost average positions, just take your time, relax, don't stress about it too much. We're having some good news overall where we're seeing the dollar index come back down. That might be able to give us a little bit of a reprieve, but we're going to have to see it come smashing down here because it's not so much of a dollar index and inflation play happening. It's the fear of Mt. Gox happening right now. That Mt. Gox news has definitely got people really spooked at this point in time, which is a shame, of course. But, you go over the last 24 hours. Let me relight this cigar up a little bit here. All right, Bitcoin last 24 hours down 7%, Ethereum down 10, BNB down 11, Solana down 6, XRP 12, Toncoin 5, Dogecoin 15. Oh, no, we actually updated here a little bit more. XRP down 12, Toncoin 12, Dogecoin 15, ADA 15, almost 16. Tron is down 4. Tron isn't actually getting hit much right now at all. Last 30 days, Tron is actually doing very, very well. I wonder what's going on here. All right, but AVAX down quite a bit. Shiba Inu's lost about 50% in the last 30 days. Polkadot's down. And, I don't got to say every single thing. It might kind of bore you a little bit. But let me just kind of slowly scroll down this so you guys can actually see what's going on. Because you can see the kind of damage being done. What I'll do is I'll just keep it to the last 30 days so you guys can see. I don't think I need to go all the way over to the year-to-date type of stuff, even though that may be interesting as well. So let's kind of scroll down here very fast. There you go. I'm only going to do the first page because I think we all own something on the first page, right? As bad as it is, we all own something on this one. I need a cigar recommendation, to be honest, for the newbie trying a cigar again. My favorite, to just get back into the swing of things, if you want something a little bit more medium to full body, a little bit stronger, you can never go wrong with Padron. Padron cigars are usually something I absolutely adore. I just had the Presidente a while ago, but I don't think you need to spend that type of money for a cigar. Uh, you know, maybe just getting a single Padron 1926 series. I think that'll be good. Or if you want something a little bit lighter, you could also go with the 1964 series. I'm much more of a 1926 guy myself. It's just the way that the leaves are aged a little bit longer. I like that aging process. But the 26s are my personal favorite as far as cigars go. So I'd probably say the Padron 1926 series is a good way to go. If you want to get something fancy, go with the Padron 90th anniversaries. They're good. Those probably cost you about $25, a little more expensive, but good. If you want to go upscale, I just had a couple of the Padron 50th anniversaries, but those ones cost like $50 a pop, and I got a few of them. Now I was just like, okay, this is a little bit pricey, right? Beam coming down, Gala. Of course, Gala is down 20% right now. So I do think over the next few weeks, a lot of the tokens that we've been talking about, like right here, like Sand, I don't know if Sand's going to be in the top 100. Give it a couple weeks. Pendle, we've been talking about Pendle had a great rally into the year, but now it's about to go out of the top 100. Chili's is about to be out of the top 100. Easy Cash, I think they actually moved up a little bit, but you can see there's some stuff kicking off here. And as far as, what's been doing okay, Mana's no longer on the top 100. WorldCoin's no longer there. Book of Meme is no longer there. Helium. You guys know these names, Mog. They've all kind of got kicked out. Everything's fallen, but some things have fallen down 18%, 16%, and some things have fallen down 6%. It's a huge difference here, and it's just kind of a painful thing to see. If you guys want me to check out one of these tokens here, I can definitely do that as well, though. So that's kind of the gist. But as far as that cigar, let me go over here to list of cigar brands. Let me go over here to Padron. Perdomo has good cigars too. So you want to have a Family Reserve. Damasco is really good. I'm guessing the Family Reserves are what I'm thinking of right now. 95 years, no. And 50 years, no. These are good as well. I just don't smoke them as much. Which one am I thinking of? Natural. Oh, it's right above it. It's right above it. Okay. We're looking for the 1926 series Maduros. You can get the 90 series that I got, but I don't think you necessarily need it. They look like that. They're aged for longer years, so they've been consistently good for 20 years, it looks like. Oh, let's see. Sweet and spicy underlying notes of anise, cedar, oak, and espresso that wash over the palate. I don't know if I taste all that, but I don't have a fancy palate. But yeah, if you want to get a box of 10 of the 90 Maduros Robusto, they're going to cost you about like $23. That's not terrible right there. A box, of course, $235, but who needs a box of cigars all the time, Me. That's who. There we go. And now you guys can see Bitcoin. Let me take off the stochastic here very fast. Bitcoin's trying to slow down and have a rebound, so you're going to see a lot of day traders hop in right now. I don't think it's really an opportune time for myself. Unless you guys are going to stay by the computer while you make this trade. Open a trade now, have a stop loss right down here at 53,400. Let it sit and wait. Let me see right here. 15K Bitcoin. Oh my God, that'd be insane right there. I'm 20x shorting and letting it cook until otherwise, up 400% right now. And hey, Gigi Hunter, congratulations. That's a really good trade right there. Really good trade. My emotions are starting to feel real. Bitcoin market cap lower than silver now. I can accept 51K, but 40s would give me a heart attack. At least for right now, we should be able to weather this Mount Gox storm. But it might dip down there a little bit more. Typically, when we see Bitcoin making these moves, it doesn't last more than a week. This may be a little bit more different just because of what's happening out there with the news. But the last few times we've had these bad moves, again, or even the volatile moves, it lasts about a week. So right now, let's go back over here a little bit. Let's talk about these trends. You know, this trend right here, that took about 21 days. That took about 3 weeks. This one's been coming down a little bit more. The news really today is what set this off. We should find a bottom, I think, sometime at the end of this week or next week. And then you're going to see a bunch of people buy in. We're going to have a big recovery. But overall, it's still going to be bearish. And that's going to be the issue for a lot of investors out there is, even though Bitcoin is bearish right now, do you want to dollar cost average? What are you looking for? I know I sound like a broken record, but Bitcoin is bearish right now. I've been saying it for a while now, and we've had bullish little spritz in there, but it's just been, again, what did I say? The 20 to 30 hour long holds, nothing more than that, and it seems to be still working out pretty well here. If Bitcoin is 40K, that's big. That means 100K coming for Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not concerned too much about the long-term trajectory of Bitcoin, about what happens later on in 2024 and then going into 2025. I'm not really worried about that. But what I'm more upset about is, like, as far as being somebody who's like alive and has emotions, it's how this is just murdering a lot of altcoins right now. Again, that's why I pulled up that weekly chart, but you don't even have to look at the weekly chart. This is Bitcoin. We know we're having resistance, and eventually we're going to break out, go up to 100,000. That, I'm happy. I know that's coming. I'm fine. But you start looking at the altcoins. Here's the easy ones that don't make you feel so bad, like an Ethereum and a Solana. You know, things that could be looking okay. I'm looking at Solana right now. If you guys are looking to short something that you think may be able to break down, woo, Solana's in that flag, and if it does not hold, it's coming down to like the 80s. It's going to be brutal. Dogecoin coming back down. It's already doing that breakdown here. Whiff. Bonk. Again, this is monthly charts. Miro, Baby, STMX, Book of Meme, Sheeb, Pepe, Floki. Floki's about to break it down, you know. Milady, ADA, AMP. I mean, let's go through the list here. This is Ape token, you know. Arbitrum, woo, Arbitrum. AXS, big support level here. BNB. Huge level of resistance, getting rejected after making, I think, a new all-time high. Yeah, got rejected off of that. Crow token broke down from the flag right there. Dot coming down. Elon coming down. Engine token coming down. EOS. Matic. I mean, Matic may have a huge, just a massive breakdown here. And we haven't been seeing this for a long time. So I'm really keeping an eye on Matic here. Ethereum Classic. Film. FTM. These are monthly charts, like I said. ICP, all of a sudden come back down. ICP is something I'm holding because everybody was ready for this sucker to go back up here. ID token, there's mostly because there's a lot of money behind this, and you could say that, hey, when regulations get passed, this is going to be one of those tokens that's left on exchanges because people like it, and it actually does something. Mana, bad. Luna, Sand. I was banking on some of these things, but I had to sell them. So, you know, even the Fetch AI, NMR. I sold all my AI tokens. I got to figure out when I want to buy them back. Not all of them, just the Fetch, Ocean, and Ajax, because they're going to be transitioning into that new token. All right, let's get back over here to Bitcoin and kind of relax for a little bit. Hopefully you guys all had a good 4th of July, guys. I know I was kind of busy with barbecues and eating ribs and hot dogs and chicken. No, all I had was I had ribs. I had like jambalaya with, like, you know, shrimp and sausages and the rice. And then what else did I have? I had some beans. I had some greens. I had some Hennessy. I had a joint for the first time, I think, in like a year and a half. Well, one of the guys there, he has his own farm. And I was like, oh, look at you. Having his own farm and stuff like that. That's fancy right there. He pulled out this nice wooden box, and there was these leaves in there, and I was like, flowers, pulled out massive flowers. He was like, look at that. And I was like, whoa, okay. You know, it was nice to have a good time with him. Hey, Monster, I don't think I have any tutorials about Coinbase specifically, but I can try to set some up for you, make some. I don't really use the Coinbase trading all too much, and I'm assuming you're talking about the advanced trading setup. I can try to find a tutorial for you. Buying the dips, powering up, huh, Mike? I mean, that's all I'm doing. But again, everybody has their own plans. I didn't trade today because it was the 4th of July and I was freaking busy. That's usually it. The way I've been telling you guys so far is I've been liking to do these 24-hour, 20-hour to 30-hour trades. And that's usually good enough for me when I see a break of structure and I'm thinking Bitcoin's going to come down more. Because remember, the way I trade is so simple in and of itself that maybe people just don't like it because they feel like it's too simple and it can't work or something like that. But you kind of have to trust the system. And in this circumstance, the news is making the technicals even worse. Holy shit. There's like constant fireworks going on. There's not even a break. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear the fireworks going on right now? Can you guys hear the fireworks just go? There's a pause right there. Did you guys hear those fireworks in the background? I don't know if you did. I saw the little signal going up and down, but it might have just sounded like a poof, poof, poof to you guys and over there. Check out OP. Let me see OP very fast. Uh-oh, looks like it broke down below something. Oh, that was an extension Fibonacci. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Oh my god, brutal. At least it's close to a support level right now, but going all the way back here to June 26th of 2023, a year ago. Yeah, wow. So this thing is actually at a good buying zone if you ask me, if you look in the dollar cost average. If you're looking for more momentum to do something of a longer term trade, it's going to be a minute because I see this death cross incoming. I see it's probably going to have to stagnate for a while. And there's nothing bullish about this weekly chart whatsoever. The daily chart just started to turn bearish here a couple days ago. You had that sell sign yesterday and it kept on going down. So maybe not the best opportunity to short, but at least, well, I guess if you took this trade right now, how much did you make money off of it? Oh yeah, you're like 11% up. That's still a great trade. You had another sell sign right here for a longer term event. Another sell sign right here. So yeah, I mean, it's been brutal. So let me go back over here very fast though. So you guys might hear the fireworks. I don't know. Thought your crib was getting hit. Yeah, it's pretty brutal over here. There we go. We got a little bit of Fibonacci level right here. Let's log. How's that looking? No. No, this didn't really work out in the log form. Maybe I should try all the way back down here. Did that work? A little bit. That last one always seems a little bit iffy. This one works. Yeah, that one works. So yeah, I mean, you might have to buy in this buying zone probably between $1.14 and 62 cents. I'd probably just squeeze it down here between $1.14 and all the way down here towards 87. That might be your best guess as far as optimism is concerned, but this thing is just coming down heavy. This is, when you're talking about these altcoins right now, it's baby dollar cost averages, baby dollar cost averaging at this point. Here's Bitcoin again falling down. Wait, what is wrong with this chart? Something's off. Something's off. Something is very off. There we go. The log was off. There we go. Yeah, you guys can hear those fireworks. Again, I live in the forest, so people are just going gung-ho. There's no cops out here. They just go for it. They launched tens of thousands of dollars of fireworks going off right now. And makers, we'll probably stabilize the next 5 to 6 hours, but right now it still feels like, yeah, we have some room to go. It's mostly because there's a lot of panic happening. So Bitcoin was actually holding up okay, but this is the news that broke. Let me get rid of this little video right here. Bitcoin dips below 54,000 as Mt. Gox moves 2.6 billion in Bitcoin. Once we saw, remember, everybody's watching this like a hawk right now. Once that money started to move, everybody's like, uh-oh, uh-oh. And now we're seeing it. So yeah, this is much more of a shorter's market, I'm thinking right now. So if you want to hedge against the market, you got some longs and stuff, open up a short, and as it goes down, you can make some money off of it. You might want to wait for it to calm down a little bit more. This is typically why I'd be scaling out of my positions, not reopening them up. They're going wild out there right now. They're shooting. Yeah, that's loud. It's bad. And hey, Wilder, happy to see you, my man. Let me know if you have any questions. Dude, I just watched the most insane fireworks show, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Apparently the biggest one on the West Coast. Oh, whoa, that must have been really nice. I just got back from the barbecue. I had some nice food, some drinks, some weed, relaxing. This guy I was talking to, he put like together a bunch of money into into fireworks, a bunch of money. But he was making his own custom setup, and I was like, the money for the custom setup? That's insane. I do believe the sky is falling. It feels like that. Now, I know you guys can't see this all the way, but if I go over here to, can I go to home? And let me go over here to Bitcoin for you guys. And you guys are, oh, does it not show it like this? Oh, let's see. There you guys go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Can I move this over a little bit more? There you go. So you got a strong sell for Bitcoin. I know we've been saying this for a while, but it's a strong sell. Oscillators are neutral. This is why I use my own oscillators and not them. Moving averages is a strong sell. You can see a lot of sells on the side right here. Neutral is Ichimoku base. A buy on bull bear power. No, on Williams percentage range. Sell on momentum and MACD. Everything else over here is neutral, stochastic. But I don't use stochastic in 14.3.3. You guys know me. I go with the 21.55 for my stochastic numbers. I just feel like they don't give me as many false signals, basically. Let me zoom out of this very fast. There you go. Hold on a second here. Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely getting hit pretty hard here. They hit Drake now? What's going on with Drake? Can? Sorry, not can. I mean, can, yes, but XRP, yes. XRP got hit pretty darn hard. Let's see. Where's XRP on my list? Normally it's up high. Did I move it somewhere? There it is, down 7% today. Let's get rid of all those old technicals like this one right here. And the momentum, we had a breakout here, but see how the momentum just wasn't there? It was a false one. You could tell it was a false one, but even when there's a false breakout, you always feel like there's some hope because people don't understand momentum, so maybe they just blindly buy in and then it just gets shorted to oblivion. So right now, XRP, of course, it's in a bad spot. The good thing about XRP is it's been in a bad spot for a very long time. It's just been going sideways forever. And because of that, it typically doesn't have the craziest, nastiest bull markets. Right now, I'd probably just have a larger zone here, but this thing could really go back down towards 32 cents at this point. After that, I don't know if Bitcoin's going to have a reason to keep going down because, again, although the market's pretty nasty right now, we're just waiting for interest rate cuts to kick everything back into order. We don't know if they're coming, and right now, Jerome Powell has signaled that they're not coming for a while. If you guys go to CNBC, I'm sure they're talking about it. That's all they ever talk about is the Fed these days. Oh, Labour won the UK election. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. I know there's a lot of back and forth over there with politics, but I think they've had the Tories in charge for so long. Got to shake things up a little bit. Trump ally Nigel Farage elected. Nvidia. Disney high heiress. Oh, Disney heiress. Wealthy Democratic donors say they won't finance the party until... I told you guys, I think he's going to drop out after this holiday weekend. I think he's going to drop out. Or after today, basically. I think he can finally do that. Where is it at? The Fed. Okay, it's been a couple days since I guess he talked. Markets. Business. Maybe investing? Now, let me go over here to economy. July 2nd. Oh, there he goes. There you go. Yeah, it came out 2 days ago, so I thought it came out yesterday. Powell says Fed has made quite a bit of progress on inflation, but needs more confidence before cutting. It has to have that confidence. If he doesn't have that, then of course we still have to wait a little bit. So again, you can be patient with it. XRP, it's probably going to come back into the low 30s. If it gets really, really bad, high 20s. I don't see it getting much worse than that right now. Just because as bad as Bitcoin is, I do believe we can easily have a rebound just because of where the market's at. it's going to be all up to Jerome Powell now. And post Mount Gox, I think we should see a little bit better. But Mount Gox obviously causing some chaos here. Haymakers Media, that's definitely a possibility right now because we're just getting pushed on even more. If you're looking for some order blocks here, I don't know why the order blocks aren't showing up as much as I thought they would. Let's go over here. I have the last 2 order blocks. Let's go to 10 order blocks just so you guys can see what's going on here. There you go, right there. We're getting close to it. We're getting close, and that's around $51,000, kind of to $50,500. There's a range right there. So if you guys wanted to wait a little bit longer, I might be waiting another day or so. This is definitely having a pure capitulation moment for Bitcoin now. It's a horrendous moment, as you guys can imagine. Feels like we're in denial area on the Wall Street cheat sheet. Yeah, it feels really bad. And hey, Rich see my man. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you, man. Is there a way at Fairness to see the notational value in USD for one's position, the list of open positions? Depends on what you're using, but if you have open positions on futures, it'll show it to you. Of course, mine's going to look pretty ugly here, so get ready for a disaster type of look. So you're going to see right here, this is down $1,300. It'll say it right there, and it'll show you right there. If you're doing it with spot, I think what you have to do is you have to go to futures. You have to go to profit and loss analysis, but I think it's in the back end. Let me see if I can go to the back end without showing like data stuff, you know. There we go. I mean, you can kind of see how it shows you how much money I have in this account. Got copy trading funds, futures funds, just spot funds for different spot trades and stuff. Let me go over here to assets. And then you can go right here to assets. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. So you go here, you go to assets, you go to P&L analysis. You click on that. Let me just go over here very fast. And then there's there's spot and then there's futures. You hit the spot one and it'll show you the futures right there. And it'll show you the asset value, kind of like my, futures, my spot account's going up. That's basically what it looks like right there. Is this real life? So in short, Mt. Gox moving Bitcoin, German government selling Bitcoin, we all scared? Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, just getting, yeah, but so for people that have been watching me for a while now, we've been talking about how the technicals are bearish and they're just not good. We went from bullish to, what did I call it? Bearish neutral. And then we kind of just went into bearish today. But on the daily charts, so the short-term stuff, it's been bearish for the last, 2 weeks, I think it was, when the MACD really started to turn over. It was bearish since July. Oh, this is a 15-minute chart. Haha. We've been bearish since June 8th. Of real bad stuff right here. Right there. Now, we've been bearish here before, just like we got bearish over here. Everything actually turned bearish right here. This green candle of all things. Oh no, this red one right here. And it's been bearish ever since there as well. We had a little bit of reprieve. Now it's been back to being bearish. I'll let you guys know when things figure themselves out. The problem with my way of trading, which I don't think people necessarily enjoy my way as much, is I'm not telling you to buy here. I'm telling you to buy over here and then sell here. You're not buying the bottom. You're not. That's not the way my strategy works. Or you're going to buy right here and sell right there. Right? Or you're going to short right here and you're going to cover right here. Or you're going to short right here and cover right here. On the 4-hour chart, you're going to short right here or right here, and you're going to take your profits probably right here as it takes that dip. I'm not even aiming for all this other crazy stuff. I'm in, I'm out, I'm having a good time, I'm making my money. It just so happens that today, of course, was 4th of July, so I didn't do any trading. Except for losing lots of money in my long-term investments. high margin 5x when works feels really good. If you guys are going with higher leverages like 5x and stuff, just make sure you guys are safe with it. That's all I ask. I mean, you know, I don't really tell you guys how to trade and stuff like that. I just give you my thoughts about which way the momentum is swinging, you know, buying zone, selling, you know, the typical stuff. But just make sure you guys are doing a good job, and I don't, you know, I'll be happy. And hey, Los Canoes, Michael, help me. What do you call it? It's crazy right now. Yeah, you should have heard the fireworks going off here a few minutes ago. I can hear them, but it's not super loud right now. It's not my neighbors lighting them off. I'm going to 20x short right now. Just make sure you guys have a stop loss. If you guys are going to short right now with the 15 trying to cool off a little bit, typically I might have a stop loss maybe back up here towards $55,000 and just letting it sit. Because there's different ways you can do this right now. Like, what's that, 54,000? Yeah. At 54,300? Yeah, it's not a terrible stop loss. This is if you're scalping in there right now. If you're scalping, of course, it's a whole different type of ball game. But make sure if you guys are shorting, get that money and don't be afraid to scale out here. I'm not sold on the rainbow chart. How do fees work when you long short? So if you do like the higher the leverage, the more fees you're going to have to pay. All right. Now those fees are going to be a set amount, and it can be different for each token. But if I go over here to our trading fees, every exchange is going to have a site like this, and you can see the fees right here. Right? Fee rate 0.02%, 0.04%, cross between 1 to 125, margin 0.08%, mate margin 0.4%. You can see all that kind of working down here. Everything has this is a contract account, copy trading account, spot account, you know, a teeny fee for, of course, spot, and then up here. Here's the fees for Binance. Again, something similar right here. Then you also got spot promotions right here, different types of fee structures. Liquidity program. Here's trading. Here's futures. Right? 0.02, 0.018. If you use BNB, it's 10% off. Coin M futures, you know, options, NFTs, person to person, fiat, and then you can see the VIP levels in here and stuff. Now I don't have access to Binance, of course, but every exchange will have those fees, and they're not a lot, but they're a decent amount. Especially if you use high leverage, you're going to pay a lot more fees. Like high leverage equals a lot more fees. LOL, the government sold Bitcoin on the 4th. That's a sign. I mean, right now, definitely they're kind of panicking a little bit more, but. What did I say before? Joe Biden is in some trouble. And hold on. Kill this little fucking fly. There you go. I think my window's open or something. I know my window's open. I think they're getting through a crack or something like that. Because got like 4 flies in here. Not really flies, like little gnats and shit. I don't like gnats and shit. How come a lot of indicators are showing the top is in? What is even happening? It's because this time Bitcoin has been stagnant for too long. Just like before, we talked about this before. Stagnation for too long. We break down below the 20. There's a big event. Everybody gets panicky and scared. Everybody's panicky and scared right now. We're going to see if we break down below the 50. Last time we didn't. We managed to bounce off of it. Maybe we'll bounce off now. Next week we have CPI data, inflation data. This whole cycle, you see how long this cycle is? Like, let me just point this. Like, see how long this has been? Now I'm not going to squeeze and do this type of stuff. I'm just going to show you this cycle right here, right? Now I'm going to scroll over, and you can see how fast the 2021 cycle was, okay? Okay, I might have to squeeze down, but not sideways. See that? See how fast that ran up? See how right now it's much more sideways looking? Baby steps. And that's because we've been having to deal with inflation. at the same time as Bitcoin coming down and crumbling back over here during the FTX saga and things like that, we've also had interest rate hikes going up. So Fed interest rates, Fed funds rate, last 5 years, right? 2022, kicking off. So rates started to go up in April of 2022. April of 2022 is right here. Now you compound that with exchanges dropping like flies. No, not a good time. So yeah, this is definitely a different type of market than we're used to. Just be happy that you can get out of Bitcoin and get back into these positions, because those poor people that own the spot Bitcoin ETFs are probably shitting their pants right now because, again, they're not used to the volatility like a lot of us are. I'm still dollar cost averaging. I don't think this rally is over, but I'm definitely doing a lot more averaging into Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. And even right now, I'm thinking of opening up a larger short on Solana if it actually continues to break down here below this large, its own support level, basically. But it's hard to fit everything in here right now. Even the MACD looks so crazy. And hey, DZ, happy to see my man. Happy 4th. Do I think it'll launch up after? I think it'll have a nice rebound, probably back up towards like, what, 57,000 bucks perhaps over the next few hours. But after that, it's still bearish overall. It's going to take a few days of stability to really keep this thing going. It still feels bearish to me over the next week or so, you know, in the scheme of things. Hey, vegan YouTube looking to just staking a few tokens. Oh, you're not talking to me. There you go. Let's see. What's a good price to get Solana at? 120 bucks. For me right now, it might actually be below that. So if you're looking at Solana right now and you want to get initial buy-in, like let's say you just want to do a dollar cost average one amongst many, right now is going to be a great time for you. However, if it does decide to break down below this support, it's coming back down to like below 100 bucks, and I'm going to be there to snipe that stuff up, because if this really takes until September, we might see this come back down, bounce up, and then have a breakout sometime in November, October or something like that. And then it starts going back up to all-time highs over here from back to 2021, and it goes up higher. But right now, it just feels like it's about to break down. It hasn't yet. I'm patiently watching. This is a great opportunity to snag some up, but this is not what I would say long 50x leverage, let's go to the moon type of play here. If you wanted to do a scalp, like I said before, because the 15 is showing some slowing down, we could try to do something like that. Like here. This is more of a risky trade, so please don't follow me on this. Let me log into this secondary Fairness account. Oh, there's the fireworks again. Those fireworks are so fucking loud. Alright, here's their Fairdesk account that has a few $1,000 in it. Let's just open up one little trade here just for the fun of it. Let's do a 50x leverage trade. Let's go with Bitcoin. Let's do a marginal. Let's do a $100 position, okay? Let's long right here where we are. Let's have a stop loss right over here at 53,400 basically. What's the low at this candle? 53,394. Let's just do 53.3. 53.3. Take profit. Let's go at about, it's going to take a few hours maybe. Let's just go up here towards 56,000. High risk position. This is just maybe because the 15 is right here is looking okay. Last time the 15 looked okay, of course, after a larger drop, it only didn't really do too much. So again, this is kind of just more of just having a little bit of fun. And also I can explain some of the fees afterwards maybe. Normally, I'd wait for the move above the 20 moving average right here. I might attack that, then play it up here and back again. Like I said, $57,000. So let's do that trade very fast. Let's open it up. Not a good place to buy. Yeah. Shit, that was loud. Oh, my audio is fucking really loud. Okay, that hurt my ears. Okay, so there's our stop loss. There's our opening price. There's our take profit price. Basically every percent that we go up, looks like we're earning about $1 right now. So that's nice. We're up $3%, right? And if for whatever reason you feel like, oh, I've made enough money off of this trade, you can just sell it. But this is a high risk trade. Most of you guys aren't going to be doing stuff like this. Typically, I'm not doing stuff like this. I'm looking for shorts. Like right here, open the short. Right here, open the short. Everything's bearish right now, so you don't take these long opportunities. They're traps. This one right here, it didn't work out. Was there some support level here? I just don't remember. I'd have to go back and see. But this one might have been something where you lost. Your stop loss is right up here. You lose the trade. You have to go back in. But this is going to make way more money than you lost right there, so you're fine overall. So what is this actually right here? Let's just scramble this right here. What's going on right there? Let's go to the hourly chart. 4-hour chart. Daily chart. Oh, yeah, there was just a support level there, so we were bouncing off the support. Exactly, okay. That's why you got to be careful about shorting into support levels. This is more of a news event, though, like I said before, so it's a little bit more crazy. And I can't have this on here because it's a totally different window, so it doesn't match with my tabs. But it'll be over here in the corner. We can kind of see what's going on based off of this chart right here, and we'll just have some fun. You can just hold on to it. I know. At worst, I lose a few bucks. At best, I make a few bucks. It's not really a high-stakes situation. Otherwise, I'd just be glued to it over there. Like, how much money am I making? How much money am I losing? Legit wild times in crypto, very, very much so. My strategy may be good or bad. Is instead of putting one limit order, let's say at $100, I split into 4 or 5 small limit orders at different prices. Mike, what do you think about that? I think it's fair. I mean, I think it's a good strategy. My thing right now is, for those of you guys that may panic in situations like this, don't worry about trying to catch the bottom. I rarely catch the bottom. If I catch the bottom, I'm like, man, I am lucky. I'd rather just wait for it to fall down, bottom out, stabilize, and then start the move up. And I'm right there as it starts to move up, so I can just kind of ride the wave. Now, that's me typically when I'm swing trading. When I'm doing these longer term investments of 2, 3, 4 months, I'm dollar cost and averaging every week. Every big drop, I'm buying it up. I'm doing all that stuff. But right now, it's more prudent, I would say, to buy up more Bitcoin, more Solana, more Ethereum. But again, if Solana is on the verge of having a breakdown to the 90s here, so we'll have to wait how that turns out. I made boo-boos with transfers converting, apparently generating taxable gains somehow before VPN. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do tax loss harvesting. At this point in time, a lot of people can take take some of those taxes off. And hey, the everlasting blessed good morning from the Netherlands. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy 4th of July. I know it's over there the eastern side of the world, but appreciate you being out here. I guess maybe they call Europe the West, actually. Don't they call Europe the West? Yeah, so western side. This Lost City is just an amazing cigar. Absolutely fantastic. Let me take a sip of my little drink right here. Oh, yeah. It's got a little gin in there. All right, but there we go. Yeah, so right now, just be careful. Hold on. Relax a little bit. Bitcoin's still bullish. Bearish. Typically, those of you guys that have been with me for a while, you guys know my strategy. If we bottom out a little bit at a support level, then we have to break out above the 20 right here. That's the day trade I'll do. Right now, this is just a risky trade just because I want to have some fun with you guys. But, don't let me trade and lose money, then you guys do that. I'm just trying to have some hope here because, of course, there's not much hope for for what we're doing at this point in time. Lucky to wake up early. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was about to go to bed, but I was like, Bitcoin's going to shit. Let's talk about it. I was trying to go online early and look to see, because I was at the barbecue. I was like, okay, Bitcoin's going down. But I think everybody is just enjoying hanging with their family. I can't knock them for that. If I go to Bitcoin, I go to live. There's me. Wakar Zaka. Ivan on tech. And that's about it right now. Crypto King. Oh, he's not even at his desk. So there's just not really many people talking about it. And even the people that are talking about it, well, there's me. This guy is just looking at Coinbase. Ivan on tech is just talking, you're seeing his head, you're not actually seeing him talking about the technical analysis and stuff. So I'm the dry guy for technical analysis and whatnot. What you drinking? I'm drinking some Sprite with some lemon juice dropped in there and some London Dry gin. It's pretty good right here. The weekly chart, the Bitcoin weekly chart is extremely bearish here. The only thing that can really save Bitcoin's charts right now is going to be something more like a very good CPI report coming out next Thursday. Now, the trading economics forecast, I believe, is at 3.1%. We'll know next week what the official estimates are, and we'll see if we can match those. But let's say it is 3.1% like the trading economics one. 3.1% should get Bitcoin back on track, and I mean not back up to all-time highs, but just back up to like $58,000, $59,000. And then, of course, if we have something below that, let's say 3%, 2.9, you're going to see Bitcoin shoot up all the way probably back up to the 20-week moving average as one opportunity, or you're going to see it bounce back up here to the 50. So one of those two. It'll be a pretty miserable experience until then. And so I'm just looking at holding opportunities, dollar cost averaging, waiting this out. Altcoins, you don't have to be jumping into altcoins that fiercely right now. I already have plenty of positions in altcoins, as you guys know. I've been loading up since March, April, basically. So on this dip, I bought more, but it's not like I'm going gung-ho and throwing the whole kitchen sink at altcoins right now. I'm still just going to stick to the dollar cost averaging strategy that I have right now. Drinking water with ice. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that right there. Banter going live. Dupe's on Banter Plus is live. What's it? Oh, I don't know who Dupe is. All I know is what you guys told me a few days ago about Banter's his token that's going to shit. What was it? Gucci token? Gummy token? Gummy token. How's that doing today? Down 9%. How's it looking for the month? Oh, yeah, that's just... Oof. Okay, maybe not the best of looking trades right now. How's the yearly looking? There you go. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, that... Yeah. Unfortunately, that token's not doing so hot. I'm bearish on Gummy, LMFO, Scammy. Nice looking chart. Fraudster, creators, crypto banter sitting in Dubai. Rich while the stupid viewers got tricked. Let's see. I just want to see the actual post here. No. How do I find out the community post for that? Oh, okay. It opened up something new. Gummy community. Here we go. Such a shit damn, people really don't like this thing. Oh my god, guys, you get your tokens for free and then dump it. So what could possibly happen? This Rand scammer should be in jail. Damn. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. With a token that looks like that with that type of chart, it's not looking good. For those of you guys just joining, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and comment and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. The big news of tonight is Bitcoin dips below 54,000. Obviously, as Mt. Gox moves $2.6 billion in Bitcoin, you can see right there they moved off around 47,000 Bitcoin, and that really set off panic bells because now people are afraid that we're gonna start seeing these investors who bought Bitcoin at $400. They're getting Bitcoin valued at $55,000 basically, and they're afraid they're gonna sell it off, and you're gonna have tens of thousands of Bitcoin being sold off into the market. That's the big fear right now. Horrible time, but again, they have to get their Bitcoin, so I can't fault them for that. Aren't you scared that you entered positions into alt at the top? No, because it's dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is supposed to be such a small amount of money to you that you don't care if it goes down 50, 60, 70. That's the whole point of it. You don't care. Back when I was dollar cost averaging back in September, October, and November, it was very, very volatile with Bitcoin as well. So you go back over here very fast. You go to the dailies. Back over here in August, I mean, we were slam. September, nothing really crazy was happening. October worked out pretty well, kept on climbing up here. I sold up here, right here, basically. And then I started to slowly dollar cost average back in there. The way I would recommend it, you know, this is not financial advice, but this is how I do it. I'm buying up more and more and more. Eventually the average will come down. It'll come down. It always does. However, if you just want to wait for that big moment where everything is really good and you just want to buy and watch the whole world go up, you know, the market go up, wait for a green change of character. Wait for the oscillators on the weekly charts to be good. This means stochastic, RSI, MACD, all these. Wait for them to be green, and then you're good to go. Right now, obviously, for the last few weeks, last couple months, we've been all in the red here. So I haven't really been telling you guys about a whole bunch of buying opportunities besides a couple swing trades. It's just not the market. It's just not there. So right now, for dollar cost averaging, I don't mind. A good example of this might be Fairdesk. How's the other trade doing? We're down 10% right now in the other trade. Down 55% for Bonk, 85% for Floki, 80%, 100%, 95%. These are all 2x leverage plays, so just keep that in mind right now. But you know, down 55%, I'm only down $48. Down 85%, I'm only down $80. I'm down 60, 150, down 48, down 41. I've sold some positions as well and made some money, but my Bitcoin is down 33. I'm down $271 there, but that's because I have a larger chunk of Bitcoin because it doesn't move as up and down as much, you know. But combo down 113%, also down $29. 50% down with Doge. I'm only down $20. It has to be small amounts. You cannot bet the kitchen sink on altcoins with dollar cost averaging, because eventually that dollar cost averaging comes down, and then once you feel more bullish, you can always allocate more. But this is why you just toss in what you can. You know, what you can is what you can. You don't have to toss in the kitchen sink, because to me that money isn't really going to be that consequential. But if I was tossing in, like if that position was down like $10,000, I'd be like, shit, then I'm mad. But I'm down, I think about $1,200, $1,300 on that thing right now. No, I'm not worried about that. As far as just, you know, buying, like, you know, seeing all this stuff, when I started buying in back in March, I had no idea this Mt. Gox news was going to break. I had no idea that Jerome Powell was going to turn hawkish after a good CPI report. You know, you can try to have some, what does Benjamin call it, dubious speculation, but I'm just there to buy some up, and then wait for these rides. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have in spot. So while those 2x leverage plays are maybe down 100%, most stuff I own is probably down about 50% from that dollar cost averaging phase. Besides that, though, again, I made a boatload of money selling in March. A boatload. I sold live with you guys on the stream. I'm happy with my positions right now. I think everyone gave up on fuck Joe Biden token, including me. I totally forgot that token even existed. Right now, I think Joe Biden's going to drop out of the race here, but it's still such a crazy time because now all of a sudden, I think we just saw this a few seconds ago. Friday's jobs report expected to show slower payroll gains as concerns rise about broader economy. That's really good news for Bitcoin. But we got Mt. Gox news, which is just shit, right? So there you go. Here's this other story. This is more about Biden than cryptocurrency, obviously. But Disney heiress, wealthy Democratic donors say they won't finance the party until Joe Biden drops out. Money's drying up. You have a few people, not a lot. You got a few people saying he needs to drop out. It's gonna snowball and snowball and snowball. I believe today, actually, there was I was looking on Twitter, but I didn't get a chance to let's see. Let me see. Thank you for you people watching me on Twitter. I appreciate it a lot. I don't think Twitter lets me see messages, honestly, but let me see. 14 views. Yeah, I can't see live comments on here, which kind of sucks. Let me go to explore. Let me make sure this thing is well lit up because I'm talking so much. Oh, for $50 cigar, this thing is amazing. You know, I was going to smoke something. I'm smoking a $50 cigar because Bitcoin's crashing, not because Bitcoin's going up. There's an issue there. There's an issue there. All right. Trending. Let's make sure the volume is up on my end. You guys can hear this. Messy. Apparently, Joe Biden had another gaffe today. So here you go.
And we give thanks to our commander-in-chief, the president of the United...
Oh, she almost called him vice president. Are they about to switch? If they switch, that'd be something I'd be like, whoa, look at that. Keep Joe Biden on, but have Kamala be the main president? I don't know how that'd work, but okay, here we go.
And we give thanks to our commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, the extraordinary president of the United States, Joe Biden!
Ho, ho, ho!
So I'm a little bit tipsy.
Day.
Oh, he said ho, 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 Christmas in July? Yeah, you could spin that. Ho, 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 Christmas in July. All right, let's listen to that one more time.
And we give thanks to our commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, the extraordinary president of the United States, Joe Biden!
Ho, ho, ho! Happy Independence Day!
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. But yeah, that was interesting right there. I know the top I bought whiff at 480. I'm looking at my wallet until after September. Well, DCA had sold a couple others. I want to never buy Doge ever again. Yeah, Doge is going to turn into something more like Shiba Inu where it has the sudden pop, and that'll be good for it, but it's definitely just been lackluster. You're going to see Matic probably make a really bad move here as well. And see with ADA as well. If the bull market is ended, will it delay my move to Panama? I don't believe so. Because again, you know, I can just keep on trading stocks. The stock market's doing just fine right now. It might delay me growing my channel in a way that I like. But what I'm doing right now is I've been finding all these other sources of income besides trading. So what I've been realizing is, you guys know that my channel hasn't really been focused on making a lot of views, so I don't really make things really pizzazzy for you guys. I try to make it an educational space where you guys can learn how to make money doing a few different trading strategies. You guys know my trading strategy. I like it a lot. It's useful to me. I know how to use it. And I use it for stocks, options, crypto, and I used to use it for Forex every now and again, but I don't like Forex too much because I hate the theory of pips. Now, that being said about, you know, all that type of stuff, let me just move some stuff over here so I can see what's going on. For example, right now, I do speaking events. I've been doing a little bit more speaking events. That's a nice little income on the side. I got trading, which is already fine. That makes good money right there. But then, you know, I'm also being asked to advise on these token projects. And what's interesting about this is they kind of understand me. They've been hearing about me from other people. And I talk to a lot of people, but I guess my reputation is now starting to float around a little bit more. For whatever reason, why now? Honestly, I don't know, but my reputation is floating around. So I've been getting these offers to do advising for tokens. And where I appreciate some of these tokens is they're coming to me for advice, to advise them on how to, you know, test out their product, how do I like it and stuff like that, and I like it. But they're not asking me to pump up the token to you guys. So it's up to me to decide if I even want to tell you about the project, right? So there's a whole bunch of good stuff going on for me right now. But what I'm thinking of doing is if I get this next contract with an advising a new token out there, it's not a token, it's a metaverse game that I kind of like. If I do this contract with them, and they pay me, I think it was like a couple $1,000 every month. Again, it's just advising. It's not like day-to-day work. I'll probably just put that towards an editor, and I'll just go full gung ho on the editor side of things and getting out those CNBC style videos. So if this is really the top of the bull market, which I doubt personally, what I'd say, let's make sure my dog's not around me. What I'd say is you would actually see me and probably a few other influencers make slight pivots from our content. I think for me, my passion is leaning for something on the side of crypto, because you guys know me. Even if we're like 20 viewers or 50 viewers, I'm going to be talking all throughout the bear market. It's just what I do because I enjoy talking with you guys in crypto. Again, that being said, what you guys will probably see here is just some of that nice CNBC style content. So that will be something like, not what I was looking for actually. CNBC. Why owning a car is so expensive. Like the regular CNBC television channel, not YouTube channel, not the one that has all the guests and it's not the the trading desk and all that type of stuff. The rise of phantom debt, how YouTube is winning. I'll do stuff like this, but I'd pretty much run polls asking you guys what you like, and then I would also go over to Google Trends and try to catch on to a trend to see if I can make a video go viral. Because if I'm pumping in some money in here, oops, that's not good. There we go. But basically, if I pump some stuff into this editor, then what you're going to see is just some really good content coming out quite a bit. But I have to go over here to there it is, Google Trends. Real-time search trends. I'd be hopping onto this stuff and see what's actually being talked about, and I'd make content about this within 24 hours. Now, right now, this is the UK election. Maybe I would actually make a video about the UK election. I wouldn't make one about soccer because, again, soccer doesn't really have much of a financial impact. 4th of July, sure, I can make a video about that. John Deere Classic, no. But, Jaws, Alderwood Mall, I don't know. But, I'd be making videos about that type of stuff. A little bit more simple, I would say. For real, you got us to the bear market. Again, this one's kind of been, like you said, it's been kind of funky. It's weird. I don't like it at all. The fact that we have to deal with interest rates is something I guess we're just not used to. So again, you go back over here to the last 10 years. You saw interest rates go up a little bit over here, 2017, 2018. This was much more controlled. But once we started getting above like 2%, I do think crypto didn't like that at all. I would say if we just have to wait a little bit longer. We all know that Bitcoin can go parabolic in a very short amount of time. Let me go back to the daily chart. We know it can, but typically these are low interest rate environments, and we're just not in a low interest rate environment, which is a pain. Now, that being said, I don't believe we would have broken down below this sideways support level if it were not for Mt. Gox. So as bad as this is right now, I don't think it's such a catastrophe because of technicals and everybody getting tired of Bitcoin. I think there's truly a fear component right now where nobody knows what to do because even though the technicals have been saying bearish stuff for a while, that fear is making everybody just freak out, right? People are just freaking out. Let me go over here. Let me go to, there we go. Where's that? Oh, market cap. Oh, you guys can't see it all the way. Here. Oh, that looks bad, doesn't it? No, yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, let me just pull this up here very fast for you guys. Fear and greed index. We're at fear. We haven't been this low since October of 2023. All right. And if you guys remember October of 2023, it was obviously when Bitcoin had another big crash, if you guys remember. Where we are right here. October. Right over here, Bitcoin was pumping back down a little bit more. Right over there. If we go down a little bit more over the next week and we have another dip in that fear, it'll take us back down to the August lows. But yeah, definitely a lot of fear. Because remember, we were about to get rejected here, go all the way back down. The only reason we got good news actually was because of the Bitcoin spot ETF that got, the ball was rolling at that point. Let's print this up. Oh, we have an opportunity to pump up above the 20 here, though. That could be a good little reprieve for the last few hours of just torture and agony. Sorry, guys, I gotta keep on talking for so long. My cigar is going out here. There we are. So maybe I'll be able to make some money out of this yet. I vote yes. Tell us about the project. I'll let you guys know if I actually sign the deal. I have a call with them tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock or something like that. It might be an hour. I'll see how I like it. I'll meet the team and I'll see if I actually like them. I get pretty picky about these projects, as you guys might know, because if I try to advise, I want to make sure I'm not advising, nobody. Like, they have to, be serious people. Think of Succession. I love you, but you are not serious people. I want them to be serious people. I don't gotta love them. I just want them to be serious people. Can you make money in a bear market? Oh yeah, you can make just as much money in a bear market as a bull market. You kidding me? A lot of money. Now, right now, this environment is kind of a little more tricky. But if you want to do some day trading in here where you're holding for 24, 30 hours, it really does open up some opportunities here. Maybe a good way to explain this to you, just to kind of show you how my system works. I'm not going to break it down. If you guys ever want to see my trading strategy and how I trade, I just gotta have this on pastime so I can share it with you guys maybe like once a video or something. Go to YouTube, type in Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Let me zoom in here. Right. There's my video right there. It's the second one. There's an ad. There's Tom's video. My video right here. This is how to set up the indicator. How do I use it? If you want the trading strategy, it's below this next ad. 10 minutes. Breaks down everything. Then there's a longer one somewhere down here as well. I don't really know what it's called. The video changed names. But let me go over here to Michael Whitman video. And then crypto trading for beginners, 94% accuracy. That's a 40-minute video.
There are no...
Let me go to this here. And let me move this right here into the reserve. Where's green? The daily edit. The best trading strategy for beginners. Doesn't even matter if you're a beginner, but it's just that good. And there's no secret system. There's nothing that you guys can't just do. The best trading strategy for beginners. Let me go over here. I need to change the thumbnails. I need to text compare. Maybe I'll do Smart Money tutorial for that one. And maybe I'll do another one. There you go. It'll do ABC testing basically. The best trading strategy for beginners, 94% accuracy. You guys will see it. That's probably going to be the best one for you guys. I just put it out a few months ago, I think, so it still works pretty well. But let me go over here. You see the MACD and all that type of stuff. Now let me go over here, take Lux Algo off. Let me make sure the colored candles are working properly. Visual order, bring to front, yes. And so just going off of the colors, forget about the MACDs and stuff. You just go off the colors. It works out pretty well. If you just short right there, you're good. If you short right here, you're good. You short right here, you're not good because of the news with the spot ETF. This one didn't work out. This one didn't work out. This one didn't work out. This one, of course, really worked out. This one did not. This one did. This one didn't. This one did. Didn't. Did. Didn't, as far as I would say. Did. did go back and forth, right? But then what you do on top of this is you add oscillators. And when the oscillators are also in the direction, it means that it's much more likely to actually make you money on the trade. So you see how all this is lined up, you're good to go. All this is lined up right here, you're good to go. All of that is lined up, you're good to go. Good to go. This one right here, this one actually was not all lined up, mostly because of the weekly chart. So you see that little pop right there, that little dip that we saw right here. You see how this overall is green. This is green. That's red, but this is green, that's green. It's too much if. There's too much if there. You don't know for sure. And because of that, you don't take that trade, which means you don't lose that initial money. Over here, I told you guys there's a few where it didn't work out, like over here and over here. Well, guess what? You're not taking the red. You don't even buy right here because this is green, but this is red, this is red, this is red. There's no trades happening during that time until about here after the pump. And right there, you may say, oh, I missed the bottom, Well, I mean, look what happened, though. You had weeks and weeks of good profit, and you could amplify that to what you see over in the altcoin market as well for even more profit. So you flip that, and then once you start to see this red, plus red, plus red, plus red, historically, it's not really a good sign for us whatsoever. So, I'm not really optimistic about what's happening. I'm not so extremely bearish right now as far as like, oh my God, I'm selling everything. And the primary reason is because it still feels like the overall market is in something more of a bullish cycle. However, what's happening right now is we're having to deal much more with interest rates, and that's not something Bitcoin typically will have to deal with. And so I'm kind of like, going back and forth a little bit here, but I'm basically waiting for this to turn back to being green, plus this being green, this being green, this being green. And I'm going to be happy. Like I told you guys a few months ago now, when Bitcoin turns bullish again, I'll be happy to tell you guys what's going on. I'll be there for you guys. It's just not yet. It's just not yet. And that's what makes it a little bit more depressing, I would say, right now. So let's get rid of this very fast. This is day trading. I need to get back over here to the YouTube one. Back over there. Hoping the 15 manages to get us back up. It's still kind of a risky time to be buying, but I've done a small long here, and I don't think I'm profitable yet. I'm down 6% or $6. Small amount, so nothing crazy. And there we go. All right. Yeah, you can definitely make money in a bear market, definitely. And I keep on letting my cigar out because I'm not puffing it. Puff, puff. Yeah, so you can definitely make a load of money in this market, a load of money in this bear market as well. But again, I have a very dry teaching style. I do not make flashy videos. And it's just because I don't have that necessary skill as an editor. So when I make my videos and I teach you guys strategies, they're very good strategies. They are. But I'm explaining them to you like we're in a college classroom. Hey everybody, my name is Michael. I'm going to teach you guys a smart money concept strategy here using the Lux Algo tool. Here's how you set it up. A, B, C. Here's what every little thing on this tool means. They're very, very boring and dry, but if you understand it and you learn it, it becomes easier. Most people here's a good example. Let's go over here. Don't be grunting at me. You okay? Yes, you're good, boy. I'll give you a little head scratch. I'm going to leave this site. I'm going to go over here to analytics. I'm going to go over here to the video that you guys like, this smart money concept one. This is not the strategy as much as just how to use the tool itself. So you can see if I go over here to views. Oh, right here. It's right here. Yeah. So this video was 33 minutes long, okay? And it gives you guys a complete breakdown of how to use this tool. Not the strategy side, just how to set up the tool, what everything means, nice and easy for you guys. However, right? You guys only watch about 21% of the 30-minute long video. So there came a point in time where I'm just like, I don't really care. If you guys have a question, you guys want to watch the video, you can learn right there. Otherwise, if you guys really want to know about, I'll point you to that video. But again, if you guys don't watch the entire video, it's not hurting me. I'm still making money. Right? But you can see right here, I can kind of go over here to see more. I can play my video and I can see exactly when you guys are dropping off. Like you guys hate when I introduce myself. Like here, watch. Oh, Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Speed. Maybe it's not working for this one.
Hey everyone, Michael
There
here.
you
In
go.
today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Smart Money Concepts Indicator by Lux Algo. This is a great indicator for new investors out there, and I highly recommend you guys get familiar with it because you're going to be using it a lot because it just saves you so much time. Now, first things first, I need you guys to go over here to Indicators, Metrics, and Strategies on Trade
Let me go over here very fast, a little bit more.
one time.
And you guys go to right there. You guys skip to the first 40 seconds, and then boom, you guys will start to the tutorial. But then after I teach you guys how to set it up, you guys stop watching it because you guys feel like after setting it up, you know how to use it. It's a problem. But again, it's not hurting me. It's just hurting the person that wants to learn, but they don't understand it. Or they don't want to take the time to watch the video. And the reason for that is, and if you guys don't watch all my videos, I'm not mad at you guys. Don't think like, oh, this guy's mad that you guys don't know. Don't worry about it. What people gravitate to, I'll show you a version of it. This is Tom Crown's video.
You'll see that
Talk about a great editor. Talk about a great editor. Just listen to this for a second.
if you're trading based on price action, then this one indicator will be your holy grail.
Right? Much more flashy. Much. So you can play the game of YouTube like that with the YouTube algorithm. I'll get there eventually, perhaps. I just like teaching it more simple because I feel like teaching it the simple way, it'll actually get ingrained into your brain. There's an actual strategy there. You can understand how to back test it, all that type of stuff. And I feel like it gives you more value. YouTube doesn't think it'll give you more value, but that's fine. Fine, let it be. I need to buy future grid Bitcoin now. Future grid Bitcoin? I mean, you can, but again, Bitcoin is still bearish. If you're buying right now, you're just hoping for something more of a dead cat bounce. It's not like where this dip overall is over. If you guys want to see something more of a substantial move with Bitcoin going up, you're going to have to wait for this Mt. Gox saga to end, first of all. And then you're going to have to wait for next Thursday for CPI data to be good. And then again, at the end of the month, I think it's the 30th and the 31st, I will be not talking to you guys much during those times because that's my sister's birthday. No, my grandparents' birthday. Oh, next week is my sister's birthday, and it's also Loki's birthday next week. Good. Almost happy birthday, Loki. But yeah, so, and I'm going to Nashville this month as well. So there's a lot of stuff I got to do. But at the end of the month, I think the 30th to the 31st, there's also the FOMC meeting. So maybe Jerome Powell will come out and be hawkish. That'll switch everything up like a dime. But that's if CPI is good. If Jerome Powell is dovish and not hawkish. If. So far, we have good CPI. We have a very hawkish Fed. And then we got Mt. Gox. It's not really what we need to see Bitcoin being in a successful environment. Not panicking as I never do that. We're just a little bit nervous. Oh, no, I get you, my man. I'm hoping that this all kind of stays afloat just because we're waiting on Jerome Powell and not much else. Mt. Gox, of course, has been making things a little bit more scary, as you would. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is just something more of a short-term move and not something that's going to take us back, something, next year type of stuff. Is there any indicators? That video that I just shared, look it up. I just need to have it right here. I always forget exactly what it was. It's not the Smart Money Concepts one. It's the one that tells you guys my strategy. Let me go down. The best trading strategy for beginners was green. The daily, yeah. The best trading strategy for beginners, 94% accuracy. Watch this one. It's on my channel 3 months ago. 1.5 K views. It's not a lot. Trust me, I get it. But yeah, watch this video. It breaks down everything. Man, this was back when I was almost bald here, getting out of my bald phase. But you can see how it has all the oscillators here, everything set up, Fibonacci's. See how it's pretty similar? My strategy, it's my strategy. I like it. I use it. For those of you guys that have used in the past, the backtesting I think really works well. This is primarily for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is doing well, usually everything else is flowing with it, so you can kind of adapt it there for day trading and stuff. But then I also use it for stocks and cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. I mean, stocks and options and stuff like that. With the SMC, no traditional candles. You can use those candles. I just don't. I try to make mine as easy as possible for new investors because all I want them to do is not make $1,000 a day. I just want them to take that $100 portfolio because they finally scrounged up that $100, and I want them to turn that to $200, then $300, then $400, then $1,000. Once you get to $1,000, you can start moving that money a lot faster to $2,000, $4,000, $5,000. But there might be a point where you turn that $100 into $1,000, and then there's just this nasty sideways market where maybe you only get to make like upwards of maybe 10 to 20 trades during that time, and you don't trade all that money. You have to be very more selective about the trades you do, and that's why I tell you guys we're going to be talking much more about stocks over the next few weeks here as I kind of make this weird little pivot with my channel, and you guys will see much more of what I'm talking about there as well. But yeah, you can use those candles. I do not. I just simple, easy. Most people, the ashy candles, people freak out a little bit sometimes with those ones. Yeah, no worries, Ed. Happy to help out. Mike, that flashy YouTubers lose my trust ASAP. I appreciate your teaching style because it provides value. Oh yeah, I don't mind doing it, guys. That's why I say all this type of stuff. Like I told you guys before, I typically would buy after we break out above the 20, not typically before, but because I wanted just to have some fun with you guys to open up that trade. The point being here, though, is if I were to go down that route, YouTube heavily rewards that route. And it's always made me kind of think, is there a way to kind of balance it out? But when I think about what an editor would do with that type of stuff, I've just never been able to find that balance. I'd rather just teach you guys simply, make it boring. For those that want to learn, it's there. Right? And then, when you think about some of the other things out there, like the other content I can make, I'll put an editor out for that. If I rant about Joe Biden versus Donald Trump, how the elections go, I can add an editor to that. Talking about why Tesla is such a great stock, add editor to that. Why I'm buying Bitcoin for the long term, editor for that. Even if I do some daily technical analysis of Bitcoin, like, hey, this is why Bitcoin's looking good. Hey, man, I want you to go over there and I want you to add some lines in here and highlight some of the areas of focus about what I'm talking about. He can do that type of stuff. But for the tutorials about technical analysis and how to trade, you can make it look sexy. But at the end of the day, that poor person's still going to be, they'll be like, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not, they'll go through that phase. Definitely still some fireworks coming out right now. Taking another sip of this stuff here. There we are. Yeah. Bitcoin might be getting pushed back down a little bit more here. We'll have to wait and see. We probably have probably half an hour or so. This might come down another $4,000 or $5,000 by the end of all this is everything said and done. Because we're breaking down right now, and it doesn't look like much, but, breaking down right now, just a tad. Little continuation pattern. You guys have all seen this before. A little bit of a short happening here. Yeah, at that point, I'll take my $30 loss, and I'll just move on here. There you go. And then I'll wait to see what happens next. I'm almost curious to see some of these other trades, though. Like, what's happening right now? Front is up 4%. People's down 34%. People's down 34% today. It's at the support level, though. Maybe it'll hold off a little bit longer, but this thing's flushing. This is going to be a great rebound. Oh my God, look at this. I wonder. No, I won't buy this now. People token. Bake is down 25. Big time is down 25. Yeah, some of these altcoins are just getting hammered. Oh, but that's why we dollar cost average the altcoins, I guess. But yeah, it's what I typically do. Normally, though, I'll just let those stop losses run out because I know how much I'm going to lose, how much I'm going to make. I think I would have lost $80 if it didn't go my way. $80, that's like 1.5 of these cigars. I'll survive. Good grief, Mike. I think so. Coming down a couple thousand more. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. We're kind of in a middle zone right now. You just look at the daily chart with Bitcoin. The next level of support really is at $53,000. We're at 54. After that, the low could be as far as 50,500. So yeah, there could definitely be some more. Now we could definitely have a bounce for tomorrow and stuff like that, but the overall trend is still slicing us down. Or I guess for you guys, it'd be like that, slicing you down. And again, there could just be this selling pressure coming up. The easiest way to like keep your sanity is just to kind of like sit back, relax, have a good time, as much of a good time as you can, and just kind of watch the market work its magic right now, because the Mt. Gox situation has made it much more volatile and unpredictable. So even my trading strategies, you know, they're working right now. They've worked. You guys can see the hourly chart, right? Let's see if I can put this out right here. Sell, sell, sell. Short-term selling. This one didn't work out too well. This one worked out pretty well. That one worked out pretty well. This one did not. This one did, back down to support levels. This one did, back down here. Kind of a wonky one, though, if you ask me. This one did not. How was this one? It was negative, yeah. Maybe the 4-hour chart wasn't there. How was the 4-hour chart during this period of time? No, it was still green. See, so you don't make that short until then, too. So yeah, but once you got here, that 1-hour chart hitting well. So yeah, so there's definitely some more room for downside, I would say, right now, personally. But I'm just being patient and kind of watching this out. Maybe we'll find some support. But Oh, by the way, did you tell where the rat visiting me in my apartment? There's a rat visiting you in your apartment? That's wild. No, I did not hear about that. I think, did you talk about a cat? Somebody talked about a cat a few days ago, and that was kind of fun. I was like, oh, that's cute. A rat, that's a whole different type of ball game right there. Check out Pepe. Yeah, Pepe is something else that's also just coming down a lot. It's down 10% so far. You can see right here, it's breaking down below the 20-week moving average. Pretty nasty move. You have a larger order block all the way down here at 44. Well, let's just call it 45, 37, 16. The last, basically, 6 digits of the number, yeah. Go back over here to the daily chart. The 4-hour chart might give you a better example of what's going on. So you've had a few different opportunities, I would say, on this type of stuff, but here's one of the first Fibonacci levels. Your price target was right there. Your second price target was right here. Third price, damn, that was pretty darn accurate. But yeah, you can see these levels working out so far pretty well here. As far as Pepe, that next one, if you really get bad, is all the way down here at 49, 622. But oh, hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Well, let me see. Hold on. Can I hide my head? No, my door's unlocked. Okay. My sister just got home. I want to make sure she had a way to get inside the house. But yeah, so what I'd be looking at right now, perhaps, is something more of your traditional Fibonacci support levels. To me, retracement levels, not support levels, but you know, they are support levels if you think about it. Let's put this up here. Let's get rid of the measurement and let's go over here to the Fibonacci's. Bloop and bloop. And then it looks like you may be coming back down here to the first order block, which you found support. Afterwards, it's 68.9225 is your next level of support, it looks like here from a Fibonacci standpoint. Fibonacci 1 worked out, Fibonacci 2 worked out, Fibonacci 3 did not work out. Again, kind of a flush with the major news event. On the 4-hour chart, did it work? No. 2-hour? No. The 15-minute chart, it stopped right there, and then it kept on coming down. So, yeah. Probably down here, 68.8691. That Fibonacci extension worked like a freaking charm, though. That was great. Hey, Roswan. Hello, hello. So much wildlife at Wilder Studios these days. I know. I'm lucky because my sister, is at college for the most part. She's just here for the summer. I have a cat at the house to scare off anything, and I also have a dog to scare anything that would scare the cat. Mostly the only thing that would scare the cat that was coyotes, but the coyotes obviously aren't getting inside the house. But I live out there enough where I get those coyotes out there. USDC just minted 250 million. Oh, I bet. Yeah, if panic really sets into this, you may even start to see some buckling. Let's go over here to the daily chart very fast. Let's get rid of all the tools here, all the moving averages and stuff just for a second. And then you go down the rabbit hole here. And let me see if I can find I have it in quadrants. Here's USDC. Oh, that's the market cap. There we go. USDD right here. Still holding steady. You can see everybody's been moving their money back into it though, so it's been going up in value a little bit. USDT right there. I believe I have a few more. I guess not on this one. But yeah, you can see Tether right now, 0.95. Maybe you'll see some buckling like it happened back over here in May. That kind of spooked some people off. Now it's not the same type of thing as what we saw back in Terra Luna type stuff. I don't think we're going to see anything like that, but you guys remember the panic that came from something like that, though. To lose faith in stable coins is a really dangerous thing. Do we have any divergences kicking off? Bearish divergences, that's not good. How's the 4-hour chart looking? Divergence. A little bit right there, a little bit right there. Daily divergences. Nope, nothing kicking off just yet. So let me hop back onto this. Let me hop back on. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. And one more, I believe, for. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Right there. There you go. I'm hoping we just kind of hold firm here and we bounce back up. If we hold for maybe another half an hour, I think we're in a good spot. There's going to be a big battle going on in the next few minutes. So get ready for some fireworks here, one way or the other. That cat was me. I bought some human traps and release traps, but they were too small. Oh, yeah. I have to deal with large spiders. That's what I deal with. I have spider traps. There we go. Oh, let me back this up a little bit more. Let's get rid of the cigar stuff. Let me get this off. Oh, man, I love these cigars, but at the end of the day, I don't really smoke many expensive cigars besides Cubans because, you just kind of burn through like $50 just like that, right? It's a good cigar, don't get me wrong, but you're burning through $50 within a couple hours. Which is why I typically get the $23 cigars and stuff like that. But if you guys are looking for cigars, list of brand cigars, try and think. Arturo Fuente is a good one. Where's the P again? Padron has a lot cheaper cigars as well. The 1926 series, those are kind of expensive as well. But they do just have some typical Padron naturals. A little more calm, whatnot. That's $174 for a pack of 36. A pack of 6 is going to cost you $29. It's not bad. Not bad. I smoke some of these as well. You guys know me. I can be a little bit more bougie. So maybe I'll stick to the $20 cigars. But they're good, You need chicken to eat all the bugs? Maybe I will get chickens eventually. I don't have a fenced-in backyard, so I just never really take that step. But I can pay for one, I guess. My neighbors used to have chickens. They're pretty loud. But the coyotes ate them all up, so that was sad. I guess I have Loki, but I don't know if I want Loki like going toe to toe with fucking coyotes every night. Loki's an indoor dog. He can stay outside if he needs to. Like he stayed at friends' ranches for weeks, right? But typically I don't do that. Oh, here Loki wants to say hi to everybody. Loki, hi. See, He's too precious to be going up against battling coyotes. He almost killed a coyote once, actually, so that was kind of crazy. He latched onto that neck and just tore the whole flesh was just hanging. Loki. Up. Loki. His tail's wagging in the corner like he wants to do something. I can't tell. Oh, he has his toy. He wants to play. He's in a playful mood. But yeah. Definitely a little bit different. Oh, this is going to be a nice little battle here. I wonder if I should go to the 5-minute chart, open this up, put this on the 20 for the 15-minute chart, and then let's oogie. So we want to get above this line right here, basically. That orange line right there. We are holding right now. Still going strong. Yeah, still going fine. Maybe I shouldn't have sold that position. Yeah, he's a great dog. Fantastic dog. Really playful. Not afraid of much. He doesn't like kids. Let me rephrase that. He loves kids. But if about 5 or 6 kids come all at him at once, he freaks the fuck out. He will just backpedal, like put his head down and just start sprinting back to me. He's like, I don't want 5 people approaching me at once. He gets worried about multiple people coming at him. But if it's everybody's individual, he's fine. He's also very territorial of me. So if another dog tries to bite me, he fucking goes crazy. But I appreciate that. I don't discourage that type of behavior because he's there for that in part. So yeah, I appreciate that type of behavior. And, you know, he gets to eat lamb and beef every day with vegetables and sometimes kibble if he really wants it. He treats kibble as it's like candy. Maybe meat is not as tasty as kibble for some reason. Can I rent Loki for a little while to take care of this rat? I don't even know what he would do with such a rat. He'd probably just sniff it and be like, what the heck's that? Like, run away. I don't want to deal with this crap. You got to get some barn cats. That's what they're called, barn cats. They definitely are pretty chill here. A couple of my friends have barn cats, actually. They're pretty chill. They're just, she has them fixed so there's not a whole bunch of barn cats over the place. Because, you know, if you have a barn cat and they get pregnant, there could be more cats on the property, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But, like, if you're attached to the cat, you want to make sure the babies are okay. You want to take them to the vet. You want to make sure they don't have worms. You want to make sure they're in good care. And so it can be kind of expensive after a while if they have litter after litter after litter, which, you know, they will like to have a good time, those cats. There you go. So Bitcoin's trying to hold up a little bit. I'm going to see if this actually can make that move here. Because we're close. I mean, like, we're literally, like, what, 5 minutes out? Yeah, 5-10 minutes out. I told you there's a big move coming, so I'm hoping that move pushes us back up here towards, what, 55,500? About a $1,000 move, actually. That's a $1,000 move that could happen right here. Those fireworks are still going off. I don't know if you guys can hear them. I'd say it's 1 o'clock my time. I am up late. I like how my cigar is lit so you guys can just see this wafting of smoke happening. Be sure you guys this very fast. You see that smoke? It looks all funky. But, yeah. I hope you guys all had a good 4th of July, though. I know Bitcoin has definitely just been something of a bad situation right now with the Mt. Gox news, plus the technicals breaking down and everything turning bearish for a while. However, I am hoping that this is not going to be something that's going to take years to fix. It's just going to take months. And again, I say that because right now the big news happens to just be the dollar index and what's going on there, interest rates, what's going on there. I think that's going to be the big story once this Mt. Gox news really goes to the side here. You guys know I am going to Bitcoin Nashville here in a few weeks. Bitcoin Nashville. Actually, let me test this out very fast. If I go to YouTube and I type in top trading strategy, I wonder if you guys can find it here. Top trading strategy. Oh, there is no top. Okay. Strategy. Because I changed the title, I don't think mine is actually going to be here. But if you scroll down long enough, it might be here in a couple days. I'll let you guys know, because if I ask you to look at this, if you guys click on it, it may actually move it up more in the rankings here. So I may check that out here. But Bitcoin Nashville right here. Oh, ticket price increase in 20 hours, 10 minutes, and 7 seconds. Wow. That means tomorrow, basically. It'll be interesting to see how this vibe is. Because, you know, a few weeks ago, I was at consensus and Bitcoin was still going strong. It was fine. Now, all of a sudden, you know, Bitcoin Nashville, of course, everybody already has their tickets. They got their plane schedules for that. I am curious about what people are going to be talking about here. Whether it be, you know, Bill Haggerty, Marsha Blackburn, Russell Brand, Robert F. Kennedy, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor, Edward Snowden, Vivek, and I guess they have more speakers than that out there. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Zachary Shelton, Zachary Bradford, Clean Spark. Meanwhile, you know, there's a bunch of stuff going over here. A lot of people speaking. Small creators, large. Oh, they got Tulsi Gabbard here. Interesting. Oh, I like her company is Tulsi Media. So she's just become like a full-time speaker. Yeah, so Tom Tabor, yeah. Lots of people. I don't know who many of these people are, to be honest, but I'll get to know them quite well, I would assume. At least some of them here. Anybody else over here that we would like really just know? No. A lot of business owners. Oh, Russell O'Coon. They got his Panthers uniform. My God, he was a Seahawks here. He was a Seahawk when he got paid in Bitcoin. Seahawk. I hope the Seahawks do well this year, but I know they're not. I'm hoping the Steelers do well because they got Russell Wilson, although it's probably going to be a rough ride for them. I hope the Broncos are trash because of what they did to Russell Wilson, mostly Sean Payton. And then I'm hoping that the Cowboys do terrible, so all my Cowboy loving friends can stop saying, you know, this is our year. Every year it's their year. Every year it's their year, but it's never their year. All right, here we go. So pretty soon we should be looking at a good pop here or a good drop. It's going to be important that we try to hold this. There's the 1 minute chart. You guys can see it right now. This is the move we're trying to make. Can we get a pump though? Scalpers are going crazy right now for this type of stuff here. Let me take this off so you guys can see what's happening. We want to break above that orange line right here. Let me double check some of the stuff over here. I forget I have all these secondary streams going on too. How's that look? There we go. Balancing out a little bit. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, perfect. And hey, Wave, happy to see you. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it as long as it's something good. Waiting for Bitcoin to try to have a surge here. We desperately need it. Hey, boy, you can't keep on getting unlimited head scratches right now. You're in a good mood? Just like, hey, you want to go outside? You want to chill? Yeah, I saw you use scope when I said outside. There we are. Oh, we're getting rejected off the order block? Hope not. Let's go back to the 5. You can see that level of resistance right there. 41 seconds. It'll probably happen after that 41 seconds because we have to deal with the 50 here. Yeah, let's watch this play out very fast. 33 seconds. Let me do one thing here. I'll have to change this back later on, but let's go to 40 just so you guys can see the actual numbers and what they look like here. As always, this channel is sponsored by exchanges. If you guys are looking for a new exchange right now to day trade, swing trade, altcoins, meme coins, whatever you guys are looking for, I'm sponsored by Blowfin, CoinW, and Fairdesk. So if you guys are looking for a new exchange, don't make a new one just because I asked. If you guys are, I have the links down below. What a freaking great cigar. There we are. Did you watch any fireworks tonight? Yes, I did. I watched a few. Now, not on the TV, but I had friends lighting up the fireworks here. I was going to watch another show, but my grandparents wanted to go home because I went to a barbecue down in Lacey with them. But I figured it was just, you know, might as well go home, see my dog. You know, be with Loki during fireworks, something I usually like. I also have to do a phone call tomorrow at 3 o'clock, so I want to be somewhat awake early in the morning, like around 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And then what else do I have? I'm going to another barbecue on Saturday where I have to wake up early and start. I think I'm working up at like 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna do some smoked ribs for like 10 hours, something like that. It'll be good. Ribs, ham, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, salmon, beans, some jambalaya stuff. I'm not cooking all that crap, as you might know, but I'm doing the grilling. So yeah, I'll be up all day. And out here in, let's see, guess where am I at? Graham, weather, not Trang weather. Graham weather, Wah. So right now it's pretty chill, but Saturday it's gonna be 92 degrees. I'm about to be dying. Tuesday's 98, gonna be dying as well. So a few good days of a lot of sun coming up here, and I need to have my AC on for that. Mostly for Loki, AC for him. My computer will overheat if it's too hot in the house because it's a massive little son of a bitch, and so I want to make sure it's actually doing. I need to get the house ready for all that type of stuff. Did Loki? Yeah, he did okay. So while I was gone, there was a few fireworks. He didn't like them as much. He didn't panic as much from what I saw. He just started nervous biting stuff. So he like shredded some toys basically. I would normally you chew the toy, he shredded the toys. Different type of action, but enough to make me understand that he wasn't the biggest fan, but he didn't really get scared of it. Because remember, he goes hunting with me, so boop, pew, 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 gunshots. He's used to those. Fireworks a little bit different, but again, usually with gunshots, I'm right there. With fireworks, if I'm not there, it can be a different experience for the dog all together. Which line am I looking at? Blue or green? Orange. Orange. This is the 20 moving average on the 15 chart. We just happen to be on the 5 chart. So typically, anytime I show you guys a chart, the green is going to be 20, the blue is going to be 50, and then the yellow is going to be 200, which is up here. But if there's one moving average that I think is more important than others, I will have it be orange, and that'll be the focus here, because no matter what time frame I'm on, that orange line is always going to be the 20 moving average for the 15-minute chart. See how it's the same color right here? It's green. 30, same thing, right? But this is the 20 moving average on the 30-minute chart. This is the 20 moving average on the 15-minute chart. Typically what this signals is Bitcoin's gone sideways long enough for bulls to get more bullish on this, and they're looking to hop in at that point and move this up for a short-term bounce. I'm not saying buy now and it's going to go up to like $60,000. I'm saying if we break out above this, that you're going to see a lot of people try to buy into this and try to push it back up here towards 55,000, possibly 56 if they're lucky. Short term right now, probably 55. 55.5, excuse me, 55.5, not 55. We're going to have to wait and see though. There we are. How's everything holding up? I mean, AMP is down 12, APE is down 10. You're seeing tokens, altcoins rebound a little bit, but I mean, you're also seeing some nasty moves here, still down 10, 15%. Let's go back over here. That was too zoomed in. Core is down 21%, Ordi is down 18, Sui is down 18, Brett Based is down 18, Optimism is down 18, Gala is down 18, Arbitrum is down 17, Bantam 16, 17, Axie is 15, EOS 16, Knot 16, Bitcoin Cash 16, Athena 16, Neo 16, Flow 16, and of course ADA 16. So, definitely there. Right now, just waiting to see if this move kicks off. Let's go back to that 1 minute chart. Same thing. That's the move we're looking for right now. Typically, you see people buying there. I bought a trade a while ago, but I was like, fuck, it's breaking down a little bit more. Let me just sell out of it. Probably should have just held on to it just for this, the way things are moving now, but I don't care too much. I wasn't actually sure I was still going to be streaming at this point. Actually, that's the reason why. 1 minute oscillators are still okay. 5 minutes are okay, and the 15 is okay. We should try to have some move here, but again, it's going to be up to the some of these larger players because we need to have an oomph. It's not going to be something small. It's going to be teetering up there and like a nice little pop. Bought the dip, but the dip keeps on going. Oh yeah, Aussie crypto. That's the painful part of dollar cost averaging, isn't it? If we're lucky though, let me go over here. Oh yeah, let me get out of that. That's what's making it look so funny. Could be a shoulder, head and shoulder right there, but it never broke out. So a little bit different here. But I hate to see this thing break down here because that'd be a bad sign. What am I looking at right now? Yeah, just a consistent resistance level. A bit more difficult, I would say, right now, but you're hoping for that pop. Just, again, this is a 1 minute chart, so it may take 9 more minutes. I don't want to wait that long, so it's a little bit different. How low? The next support for Bitcoin is primarily right down here on $50,000. Let's just call it that. But you may see it actually dip all the way back down here towards the high 40s, like 45, 46, 47. We have to wait and see how much this Mt. Gox news is going to have, what type of effect it's going to have on Bitcoin. Yeah, right now it looks like we're going to go a little bit more sideways. But okay, buddy, I'm going to call it a night here. Relax, chill, go say hi to my sister, see how her night went. Take Loki out to use the bathroom before we go to bed. I'm going to wake up early, and if that deal goes through with that company, I will let you guys know how they're doing. It'll be a metaverse project. I'll break down what I can. I have to figure out, I have to ask what I can actually talk to them about and stuff like that. But we'll see. And in principle, right now, it could go down to 52,000, but that next level of support that's strong is kind of around 50. So just be careful of that. We didn't have bull fun and we already had a bear market. Yep, it definitely feels like that right now. But guys, yeah, relax, chill. I'll move you guys over to my other 24-hour stream. So if you guys have questions, you guys want to talk to each other, feel free to ask there. It's a vibrant community. We all like to chill and talk there. So I'll see you guys a little bit later, and you guys will see me streaming a lot tomorrow. See you.